Hello there. Guess who it is? It's me, and I'm sick as a dog. I took a trip, got on a bus, went to Phnom Penh, and I guess exposed myself to other human beings, most of whom are either sick or recently been sick. And since I don't generally go out, I don't generally get sick because I'm not in contact with people. And I guess that's bad in two ways. It means if I ever go out, I'm gonna get sick, and I don't get to meet people very often. On the other hand, I didn't really want to meet any of the people that I saw. Now this here is our old friend Lindsay Lohan, child model turned actress turned smoking advocate, I believe. I think that other one is a joke. It's a joke or something. This one, it's the same girl. I thought this was an advertisement against cigarette smoking, but I don't think it is. It says a bad thing about it, but and I added these bits, but if you take those bits away, it still doesn't really add up to a very powerful message against smoking. Yeah, it might be a dirty habit, so what? Who cares? It's something to do. So I don't know. But actually, I like that other picture of her. It's quite nice. Do I have another one of Lindsay? That one. I have two like this. What's the difference? Oh yeah, this is mine. I tried to make it a bit better. See, her head was cut off, the last one, and this was white in the other one. I changed that to black, and it looks quite nice actually. And then I you see how there's this white blurred stuff in the background that kind of blends nicely into this black shirt. It kind of seems like a ghostly half image. The only thing I don't like about it is that, well, there's not enough of this image to look good. It's cut off. The head's cut off. It's not right. I'm not sure how to fix it. I could try again. I could find another picture. This is from her modeling. And it doesn't look like a close-up shot. It's probably more to that picture than I thought. This one extends further down, and I cut it off right at the text. But that looked nice. That looked okay. I could fade. I could just build some hair. Like probably do that. Then there's the problem of the shoulder and the rest of the arm. I don't know. These things keep me occupied. The other thing keeping me occupied is my famous notepad cubes. And I built an installer for it, mentioned in the previous video. And I keep thinking of more and more features I'd like to add, like uh, see this to-do list, right? You notice how it's in this funny font. Uh, I just thought that was a nice font, you know. And then I would have another file like most stuff. Nothing much interesting in there. Okay, here's one. Okay, now this is in the courier font, right? But you'll notice that I didn't change any font. What I've done is for the files that I've opened, I remember what font I was using. I didn't write the whole font out, the whole name out, just enough to give you a clue. And so now I can have different fonts for different things, which is useful, actually very useful. Where's that file? The one with all the letters, all characters. Hard to read now. Maybe I'll get rid of this end bit. Let's see now. It'll have lost its. It's only maintained in the recent list, but it's going to use the current font. All cars. All W. Oh, I know it's in here. Here. All W cars. See, now who knows what font this is. Courier News. Courier News. I wonder why it's in Courier News. That is what. That's not the default, is it? It might be my default. But no, this one is actually quite good. In a large, bold, not Edwardian, I don't think. Freestyle? No, it's no good because these get munched up. Now that gets bunched up too. It's pretty good. I'm going to try to pull up this one. Still not that problem. Not that I care about these ones anyway. Old file English, new style, Victorian. Okay, now this one doesn't have that problem. Oh, it does. Well, I mean, if I go to here, you'll see what's supposed to be there. Well, you don't see that thing. Like here, see if we can locate where it would be. So here's regular old letters. A bunch of these are missing. And just here before this, before the Greek. Okay, so all this stuff is missing. And that's superscripts and subscripts. I know there's a font. Maybe this one. No. Try this one. No. Most of them don't know how to deal with it. Because I think maybe the reading order is backwards. What's this one? Coaster. Yeah. Latin's probably okay. Yeah, like that. Oh, this might be good. Hey. Oh, yeah. No. No, maybe. Yeah. No, actually quite surprising. None of these fonts, except for Courier, are able to show those. No, that's not one I've been using. And that's only special for these letters. Yeah, maybe. But I bet the next one sans serif. No, no, I know, I just saw it. Old English. No, I'm pretty sure this doesn't work. It's fun to have a look and see what these fonts actually look like. Some of them are awful, some of them are quite nice. I just want to find anyone that doesn't throw that away. And it also doesn't look too bad. Try this. Straight up square. Yeah, I'm wasting your time. And then I'm trying to find a font that shows letters. Anyway, this file contains all the symbols. And now I've got my arrows too. Where are my arrows? Yeah, I've got to get rid of that thing at the end. Arrow. Here. Okay, now remember the arrow spot. And these are the ones I typically use. And these look quite nice in this spot. See the handwriting, and this is nice and curvy. And these shapes are very, actually there's a better, this is not the best for this. That works a good one. What was it? It wasn't reggae. What was it? Start. It was something curvy like that. That looks almost the same. How nice these stars are. They're not bad. And the skull and crossbones is really nice. And there's a snowman. I never even knew it was a snowman before. And this is unintelligible. You wouldn't use this font for anything but these symbols. Nice big arrow. And these math symbols are quite good, very clear. There's a better one. Well, that's bold and then there's regular. Yeah, got it. Here, this one I think. Let's try this. Yeah, try this. Yeah, let's see now. The musical notes look nice. I don't think it looks pretty good though. Oh, it sounds nice. These are. But this one only has a talent. Maybe this one. Okay. No, I don't like that. I just want regular. There we go. Now this is pretty good. Everything's nice and clear. I can see what they're supposed to be. Hopefully I haven't wrong. No, that's still not this. So that's good. In fact, I'm going to get rid of this extra bit at the end. It's confusing me. What I really want is for this to be lined up on this side. Maybe if I put a tab, maybe. I'm going to try that. It's very easy to change things. Except finding out where I print it out. Set edit text. I think it's wrong. You see how it's become kind of a bit of a project. Set edit text. Oh no. It's this thing here. So I'm trying to compacting it. Okay. And here is that thing. Tab character. It doesn't use this text for anything. It's in release mode, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, go ahead and run it. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, it's lined up on this side. That's perfect. Okay. So it's easier now for me to see both things. The font associated with these things. Here, look standard. But this happens to be in ANSI version. Which I converted CompTXT to uh, this should have that one. Next, it's got a table. That's another file that I converted to Unicode because I thought it would look nicer. Was this. Yeah, this diagram I was showing before. Now, all of this stuff is adding just more and more features and options. One thing, for instance, I put as a feature that most editors should have is at least to disallow editing of something that's read only. You know, optionally, of course. So if I open up something that's read only, for instance, I know all this stuff is read only. See, it's in a different color. So I can't edit it. If I try to save, like Control S, it brings up, this box. Or if I try to find replace, it won't let me do that. Can't do any editing. Now I can turn it on. I can allow editing. Okay, let's see. I replace class with class C. Okay. So now it's saying read only. It's got a star here, and if I try to save, it won't let me save it because it's here because it's read only. I've got to put it somewhere else. Here. So, okay. So here's the file. And I've done this a couple times. I've lost them. Also, the spinners here. Now this thing is supposed to do the dots. It's like 45 characters. And so that's contracted some of these tabs so that it doesn't get too wide. Let's turn that off. It turns out it didn't make much difference. I need a long path. So let me extremely long. Okay. It's not even reading in there. So, okay, now it's way over, making a mess of things. It's not that bad a mess. But if I turn this option back on, now it's taking that contracted it, just like this thing does. Now I've made an installer for this, even though there are bugs. I can make it crash easy, like this, and this does it. I need some text there. I'm gonna make it crash before. No text, maybe. Or maybe it's some text. Yeah. Well, I might have fixed it by accident. Now the setup bit, the interesting bit is if you look at the my documents directory here, it has its own type and a description, and I've also associated it with this type of file. If I double click here, I get my program. Now the reason I was able to do that was, unlike last time I tried to install this, Open With didn't offer this selection. But I think I've solved that problem. Well, obviously I've solved something. I got rid of everything from the registry, and I added one more registry. These are all current users, so you don't need to be an administrator. These various keys. Now, one of them is a path variable. Nodes. I use my match file. Okay. Now, in the path, see document. Oh, okay. So that's not in this. This thing was created by a different user or something. Maybe I can delete that. Right. Still something. Oh, I see. I understand. That's funny. Cannot find the file. I don't know what this is all about. I think I create this temp file for some reason or other for this walk. But anyway, in the path here, just for this user is the program. Now you can do that. You can add a path, non-administrator install. You can add a file association, as you saw. You can associate. You can have a file association appear as an option for a type of file, right? And make an association for your own file. And none of this requires being an administrator. The install program, which I have here, and I've also uploaded it. When you run it, okay, I'm running it now. Alright? No, you might get asked a question because you might have that setting on that marks every single thing that you download as a potential hazard. You should turn that off, and I've explained before how to turn that off. And the reason you should turn that off is because you should not be getting into the habit of giving special permission for everything that you install. That should come as a surprise and not be the norm. Now I say next. I accept the license agreement, whatever it says. Okay. This is where it's installing. It's a local app data just for me, right? And it's creating a group just for me. And then I then install view instructions, and here are the instructions. You know how to use Notepad? Same thing. Now, whether or not this comes up with Notepad or this program will depend. Well, it'll probably be Notepad the first time, and after maybe when you log off and log on again, you'll, well, it's going, text is going to be associated with Notepad or whatever you have it, Notepad++ or whatever, unless you decide otherwise. And I decided otherwise. This is still Notepad, I think. Yeah. Now if I change this, it does allow me. Now it's given me this, and that. So I should be able to put this as my default. Notice how the icon is different too, by the way. See? Well, this icon is just a generic. Any old text document gets this icon. It looks like loose leaf paper, right? Even if I associate it with Notepad. Okay. The icon didn't change. It says something different, but the icon didn't change. I don't know. It's weird. It could be I need to restart Explorer and see. This should say text document, not .txt. Yeah, okay. See, now that's fixed. No. Okay, well now I'm curious now. What if I associate this by default to be this? What I don't want it to do is what I think it's going to do. And this is a bad thing. Not sure how to fix it. This is a quick reboot of Explorer. All this stuff has to do is Explorer. Oh, that's good. Okay. It didn't. Now, see, when I was doing it wrong, it gave this title for all of these files and these files. So they were one and the same. It was confusing. I wanted them separate. Now watch this icon. As I grow this font, it changes, see, into this. Now I think I made a mistake. I wanted the little icon that you see here in this list to be a pencil, and also this icon to be the pencil. But this here I want to be always this version, a bit smaller. View large icon. It has its own picture, special picture. That's not that little pencil. No, I took this, I forget where from, but I took the original icon and I deleted some of the ones, the sizes, and I left two with the pencil. I should have left only one. Okay, so now, aside from bugs and things, I'd say that's a pretty good program, and I do use it. It's my default now for text editing, right? And it has some features, editing features that I'm used to having that don't normally come. That Notepad doesn't have, right? And I don't know about Notepad++. Like for instance, I'm used to just saying Control C here, right? And then paste it down here. And I'm used to Control D, deletes a line, and that allows me to easily move things around, right? When I'm working with my code, right? If it's a code file, and and I'm thinking, oh well, yeah, right, okay, so this is going to go up here, right? That's just the habit, right? And if I want a bunch of these, and I'm used to just that, right? Not the way that it works with Notepad, where I have to do this and then that. Another one that I'm going to add is Control L, and Control L I want to delete to the end of the line, but additionally I want it to copy, just in case I might want that. This program, I have Control L set up to delete the end of line, but it doesn't copy, which I don't know why it doesn't copy. I've never had a case where I had something already in the clipboard that I didn't want to lose. I just want to quickly do that, right? But oftentimes, the thing that I'm deleting that's at the end might be like a parameter list, right? Like, let's say I had I put the wrong, if I had 2 lines, right? This is blah blah blah, and this is whatever it is, and I realized, oh, this is the void one. I wanted to Control L, right? And then I want to, I don't know what was here, but I want to paste in what was there. It's a typical mistake, really, that you get confused up and down and so on. Anyway, just to give you a heads up on what that is. So I'd like to add a few more features. Here's my list. Now it's lost its font, unfortunately, but it was Old English. This one. It'll keep this until it falls off the most recent list. And I mean, I could just keep them all, right? And only display so many. You know, I could keep 1,000 of these and just display as many as you want to see. And I may do that. In fact, I should add that to the list. So another feature is 1. This is not 5. 6. Associate. Well, I did this. So this one's done. And what another feature I want is what I just said. Make MRU with infinite, but only display user entry. I think Windows does that with this list here. This goes on forever. If I delete something from this list, something else will usually take its place. Not this time. Usually there's something else. So maybe not infinite, but big. And then what that also allows, if you maintain a larger list, then you could maintain statistics about each file and how often a file is opened, right? And change this list to be not hey, where'd my tabs? Oh, I'm doing this is a debug list. Oh no, I haven't installed the new version. I would have to make the install. Build this. Delete. The batch file called T, which makes an installer. The Inno setup is a fantastic program. It's free. Close the application. See this one there? It's gonna close it. And I got a chance to save. Okay. Now it's fixed. Inno setup is what I use for installation. And it's free. You can download it to just search for Inno setup. INNO. Inno setup compiler. Okay, now it has a wizard type thing. Or you can just go to the help file and look, he's on the same thing with the numbers. It's funny. Oh, that's smart. No cut coffee. There's nothing to cut coffee, so he grades these out. You can learn a lot from this guy. It's very easy to learn. It doesn't go online, for the help. He can handle making a help file. Smart guy. And it has a table of contents, and you just go through and you learn how each section works. And here's my setup script. Okay, that's all there is to it. You have to generate a special number that goes here. There's an identifier, which is a unique identifier. I don't know why there's a difference between version name and version is. Publisher. These are keyword user program file. This is group name. That means the group here in the start menu. It always has to have a license file. And here I set privileges required to load. And always use personal groups. The source file, that's going to build the installer from. Okay, so I had to take from my release directory and the instructions file. The license, what is the license file? Oh, it's here, okay. And there's different sections and they work in different ways. Icons is are icons that go under the group, and here I have just one, the uninstall one. I could have added run. Let me show you how to do that. See, I don't have a run for Notepad Cubed. I just have uninstall. In fact, they should be like this. Oh, I could add another thing to the run. Not this, to icon. What do I call a group? Group. Their name. Default group name. I see. See, I should have said Alan saw. Like that. And then it would have a subdirectory under Alan saw. Look at Alan saw. I'll show you that happening. Okay, now if I build it with this, everything where things are referred to like a group, that will refer to this. So I can have another group item. That group Q method. Let's just say that. I can give the path but I think there's more to this. Let's see that. Working through set that to what did I set that to? Monthly. Well, I guess the home directory. Whatever that's called. What the hell should say? To user. Oh, there's user PF, user files, user dot. Okay, constants. That's what I mean. Okay. Program files? No. If we run it without any parameters for this thing, user dot, home dot, or user desktop, the place I never want to be. Users. How about user desktop? Okay, let's try that. So, semicolon. Keep it filled. Okay, filled. Right. Or so same. And now under here, there we go. See? So if I run that, open, me. Oh, because I remember that. I remember that in the registry. But if you look at it, I'm sure that if there's some way to say properties there, see? That's what I specified. So if there was nothing, then it would have gone, it would have been there. Okay, well, that's enough. Those are some hints for you. And I don't know what to do next. I know what I said I was going to do. I said I was going to do this in the command in this environment. And I guess it's time to start looking at it. See you. Oh, almost forgot to let you look at Lindsay for a while. Oh, she's really something, that. See you.